لم يكن الذين كفروا من أهل الكتاب والمشركين منفكين حتى تأتيهم البينة.
Brunei's new anti-gay law, which taken effect of this week, and we faced several kind of reactions for it. At first, the society, or what's called LGBT, was banned there, and they want to face it by stoning, death, and punishment, but if pledged guilty. So there is a law that goes into effect in this Wednesday in Brunei that will punish any adultery and homosexual sex behavior with death. That anyone found guilty of these offenses will be stoned to death. And according to the new penal code, they are based on the Sharia law and Islam, which is an Islamic legal system, which is strict in corporal punishment, as well as the law was announced by the Sultan of Brunei, Hassan al-Bolkiah, in 2014, but it wasn't rolled out fast. It took some steps that took gradually with a small nation of an island of Borneo in Southeast Asia. So the last phase of the implementation that includes brutal new provisions in a way had the mixed reactions among celebrities. Some celebrities like John Clooney wants to shut down their hotel branches there. Some others will cancel their concerts. Some others cancel their tourisms there. And it's quietly announced on the Brunei's Attorney General website in this December that Sultan does not accept other people to accept them to agree with it, but that's what they sacrifice, and they understand that with the respect of the nation, and they wait for the same respect for them. So now we want to discuss is what is the effects of the LGBT inside Islam. Can there be understanding, or how can we understand it? What is the implementation of the law? As Brunei Darussalam is a sovereign Islamic country and fully independent country, and like any other independent country, effortless of its own rule, the Brunei government agencies are also they do not respond to any other media and any other sources on when they're gonna implement it and how. So we just want to discuss now with what is the effect and what is the long effect, what is the cons of this effect, and how we can fight back, and how we can understand the basis of moralities of it. So in this overview, I'll just come out and say it very straight, because you guys already know, you know more than I do maybe, that homosexuality is actually being celebrated there, and all the art is coming out, and all those songs talk about how they are equal human beings too, and they have rights too, and they have feelings, and they have love to one another, and all the stuff people are like touched my heart, or that's being like given an award. Then there's an NBA athletes that come out, and they are, or there are NFL players that come out and all those accolades them, and this all their society is made in the human rights issue, and then there is a compared to the civil rights movement, and then there is like this, and then there's another thing that happens, another after another. Gay rights movement were all the same, were all equal, the symbols of marketing, and they were advertising and branding, and part of it, and you're in it also. that all those consumption of the social medias that you are consuming and all the news you're reading. And for you to think that there is anything wrong with it is out there ordinary or it's weird, really, wow, you're such a bigot. It's like already 2019. People gonna tell you it's like 2019. What's the matter with you? Why are you so primitive? Why you don't believe in it? And why you guys are so backwards? You guys are so judgmental. You guys are so inhumane, and you're gonna get some like labels, and you're constantly on the defensive. Like, and personally, I'm okay with it. I understand that. I mean, I hear it many times. I mean, why some people from my religion, they're pretty extreme. They think it's wrong or whatever. But I personally, I don't have any problem. If you're gonna be put on a spot and you can be like, I don't have any problem, that's two problem actually. One, perhaps you're not intellectually confident enough. That is what is the absolute truth. And if you did have the intellectual confidence, what did you demonstrate on that you did not have the emotional confidence? Then people around you are becoming used to something. And by the way, if I can explain you about 40 to 30 years ago, they weren't used to be it like that. They weren't even used to do this, all this like new phenomena or them being showed down to everyone's throats, and you have to better accept it. Otherwise, you're not a good person. 30 to 40 years ago, that's the case. You know, we can have a talk. We can come and we can talk about this. You have a right, and it's nobody has the right to disagree about it, and that's it. I'm not preaching that we hate them, but is homosexuality wrong in Islam? Absolutely it is. It's not just wrong because of it's some fad why it's not haram for Muslims and it's okay for non-Muslims. No, 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 no. That's not the case. It's a considered evil against all societies. It's not about Islamic society. It's against all societies. You should understand. Considering that evil, that's it. I'm sorry. I actually, if you're gonna hate me, it's fine. But this sin is considered a sin throughout all society. They are dignified human beings that act, but the act they are doing is evil in Islam, and I believe in it. I stand by it. I believe in the book and what does it says. I'm gonna stand by it, and I don't care what happens. I will also not get overboard, or because I believe in this book, or I personally have an opinion, but I believe this is an evil act. I can have a conversation with them, no problem. I'm not gonna be disgusted by them in the presence. No, that's not the way to deal with any human being, in my opinion. But can I have a disagreement with them about what they believe and what I believe? Absolutely, yes. And how they contribute to society and how they violate or how they bring the evil to society. Yes, I do have to say this.